Good morning and welcome to News Superfast. I'm Nolan Pinto. Now, the already battered parents of Maratha Ali's Vibgyor High School children were in for a rude shock on Friday late evening. Now, the Department of Public Instruction, Karnataka, wrote to the ICSE board requesting that the recognition given to this high school be withdrawn immediately. The school remained shut on Friday as agitated parents planned another round of protests. They have decided to boycott the school for now. In fact, the Department of Public Instruction, Karnataka, has written to the ICSE board requesting that the recognition given to Vibgyor High School be withdrawn. Now, meanwhile, school authorities said that the school will remain closed today as well, as parents are planning another round of protests. They say that they will not send their children to school. The parents will be meeting the school management again today. They allege that since the staff members are the culprits and have demanded strict action against them, as well as the school management. Meanwhile, the child rape survivor was put through medical tests twice. The 6-year-old was allegedly raped in her school on the 2nd of July. On the 11th of July, the child underwent the first medical test at a private hospital in Marathahalli. On 15th of July, the police took the child once more to Vaidehi Medical College and Hospital for another round of tests. Besides this, investigating officials took the child and her mother to the school on Thursday night in an attempt to recreate the scene of crime. Now, the JJ Act, the Juvenile Justice Act, mandates that no child should be interrogated after 6 in the evening. As they entered the school premises, the child was traumatized and insisted she be taken back. But the police women cajoled the child and led the team to the 3rd floor where she was sexually assaulted. Clearly, the city police are not sensitized enough to handle the case. Now, the child was taken to her school, accompanied by 2 inspectors and mufti and 2 police women around 9 in the night. Now, we know that the judiciary in India takes its own sweet time to deliver justice. With that being the case, students in Bijapur seem to have found a way out.
The gates of the school locked. Students shouting slogans. Road blocked by placing stones. These were the scenes witnessed at a small hamlet near Bijapur. And the reason? It is alleged that the principal of this school has misbehaved with a girl student. Infuriated by this, the students decided to take law in their hands and teach him a valuable lesson. Parents and students locked the school gates and protested in front of the main gate. They asked the block education officer to transfer the accused principal.
ಕುಡಿತಾನ್ರಿ ಕುಡಿಕಿಸಿಂದ ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬರಾಗಿ ರೂಮ್ನ್ಯಾಗ ಬಾ ಅಂತಾನ್ರಿ ಹಿಂಗ ಒಟ್ಟಾಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರ ಒಟ್ಟಾಗೆ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ಬರಿಸಿ ಕೊಡಂಗಿಲ್ರಿ ನಮಗ ಒಟ್ಟಾಗೆ ಬರಾಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬರೇ ಬರೋದಿತ್ರ ನಮ್ಮ ರೂಮಿಗೆ ಬರ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲೋರ್ ಬರ್ಲಾಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರ್ರಿ.
There are many allegations against the principal. Students allege that it was not just using foul language. The principal has many times made them sweep the campus and forced them to wash utensils used for midday meals. Some even say that there have been times that the principal has come in an inebriated state to the school. Despite so much happening, the accused principal shamelessly posed for cameras in front of the locked gates of the school. Will the BEO look into the matter and find a solution, or will things continue unchecked? Ashok Yadhalli for News9, Bijapur.
Now, we have often reported on how the city's sewage water is polluting the city's lakes. Now, one of the landmark lakes in the city exhibits this bitter reality.
This is the state of the ecosystem in the popular Sankey Tank Lake near Malleshwaram. The banks are lined with floating carcasses of dead fish. Are you wondering what the reason is? It is the drains of Bengaluru. BWSSB looks at the disappearing lakes in the city to get rid of the sewage, and Sankey Tank is one such lake which has fallen victim to them.
Before the sanitary pipes was 9 inches, now they have increased for 1.5 inch. The problem has happened because for this increasing of the level of the pipe, now the sanitary work is going through surrounding the Sankey tank, and the problem what has happened, the sanitary water, which is sewage water, it has entered into the lake. So because of that water, what has happened, past from 3 days, we are seeing lots of fishes are dying. and the water has been poisoned because of the sanitary water. There are lots of chemical will be included in the sanitary water. Because of that, the lake is getting polluted.
Some of the residents contacted the Palike's wildlife cell, who was shocked to see the number of dead fish when they arrived. With the authorities deciding to increase the amount of muck that enters the lake, the ecosystem has been heavily affected by the toxic pollutants. Apart from a popular destination for walkers and nature enthusiasts, Sankey Tank primarily attracts birds of different kinds. The red fish have caused an imbalance because apart from the clearly damaged ecosystem of the lake, the birds have no food.
And here also there are so many corriental egrets and so many water birds. And even though with that, they have lot of other bird sightings also. There are 70 different birds have been habitat in this corner because it's a very beautiful lake. We don't want to pollute this lake. We want to take immediate action. Especially here, there are lots of water birds because it's most water birds are getting food from this corner, and even lots of turtles are there in this lake. And today the fishes may be die, but tomorrow there are other different birds will also get it die. They are dying like this kind of problem. But I don't know why this BWSSB has not taken proper decision while making any kind of their construction work.
The dead fish have also appeared on the banks of Sankey Tank for the past couple of days, but no action seems to have been taken. The BBMP workers themselves are expressing helplessness and disapproval at the authorities' sheer ignorance. Nabila, News9, Bengaluru.
Now, a famous church in Chennai is in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. Now, here's what's causing the turmoil.
This is the Apostolic Christian Assembly in Chennai. An alleged conspiracy involving the pastor and the father has put this church in the spotlight. According to the members, the father of the church, Sam Sundaram, is allegedly being poisoned by the new pastor and his wife to gain control over the church property. The property in Pursavakkam, on which the church stands, is worth at least 150 crores in the market today. Apart from this, there are about 410 churches that come under the purview of this church, which is worth over 400 crore rupees. The church also generates about 1 crore rupees every month from across the country. With so much money and property at stake, members allege that this exactly is the reason why the pastor Caleb Joshua and his wife Jessia are trying to kill the father. The members also allege that Joshua has dismissed Father Sundaram's assistant and caretaker and has isolated him from the outer world.
அமெரிக்கால இருக்கிற பாஸ்டர் காலேப் என்றவர் இங்க வராருங்க. அவர் யாருனாக்கா அவர் இவருடைய பேரன் தூரத்து பேரனுடைய உறவு முறை உள்ளவர். அவர் இங்க வராரு. பாஸ்டர் காலேப் அவருடைய மனைவி கெசியா இவங்க தான் இந்த டேப்லெட்டை கொடுக்குறாங்க. இது கொடுத்த உடனே எங்கள் பையன் தட்டி கேட்டதுனால அவர் வேலையை விட்டு 15 வருஷமா அவருக்கு உடனா இருந்து அவருக்கு ட்ரெஸ் சேஞ்ச் பண்ணி ஷேவிங் பண்ணி ட்ரெஸ் பண்ணி இட்டுன்னு வருவார் அவர் தான். ஐயாவே சாம்சன் வந்து இருக்கிற அவர் இருந்தால் போதும் எனக்கு உயிர் உள்ள இருக்கிறவரெல்லாம் சாம்சன் நீ எங்கள் கூட இருக்கணும்ன்ட்டு சொல்கிறாரு. இப்படி சூழ்நிலை இருக்கிறப்போ இவரை வேலையை விட்டு நிறுத்துறாங்க. நாங்கள் தட்டி அந்த ஸ்லோ பாய்சன் கொடுக்காதன்றதுனால இவரையும் நிறுத்துறாங்க. நான் சர்ச்சில் ஒர்க் பண்ணுறேன், என்னையும் நிறுத்துறாங்க.
Father's relatives and church members are not allowed to visit the ailing father. The worried members have filed a complaint with Chennai Police Commissioner to conduct an inquiry against Pastor Joshua. When Pastor Joshua was questioned regarding the same, he showed numerous letters from his aide proving his innocence.
The allegations about Pastor Sam Sundaram that he is detained under house arrest are false. He met the inspectors of police of Peperi and Kilpa and spoke with them, and they were convinced the accusations are false.
Church members are concerned for their father and have also approached the Chief Minister to look into the matter. Members of the church now hope that the police commissioner and the state government will intervene and help them solve the issue out. Ramesh Kantirava for News9, Chennai.